Hey guys, I am hanging out today at Wild, Florida with Christian, and we got these awesome albino alligators. Look at these guys.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful animals.
This is one of the biggest albino alligators that I've seen right here.
Yeah, he's a big
guy right
boy.
here.
Yes, this is our male blizzard, and then this is our female snowflake. These are a pair of albinos, a breeding pair that we got from St. Augustine Alligator Farm. So they weren't always here in Wild Florida, and when they got them, they were already fully grown. But they had never been with other alligators, so everybody was really nervous about putting, you know, two very rare and valuable alligators together. But when we put them together, they got along great. So the female, she's actually 10 years older than the male. She's a 30-year-old albino alligator, and he's just getting to be 20. So there's quite an age difference. She's much smaller, he's much bigger, but males will get a lot bigger than the female alligators in general. So he's a big boy for sure. Snowflake. So these guys being albino, albinism is just a recessive genetic mutation, and all that means is they have no pigmentation in their whole body. So they're pretty much white. Any color you see like in the eye, that's just blood running through the eye. And the light green on their skin, that's just natural algae we let sit, because it's almost like a natural sunscreen. Being that they are albino, they're susceptible to forms of skin cancer, they can get sunburns, which is why their enclosure is pretty much, I'd say, 60% shaded.
And they could also go blind.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this shading here is helping them
For sure.
longer too.
For sure. Yeah, the lack of melanin in the eyes, they're susceptible to damage from the UV right into the eye. And I say they both have a good eye on the right side, and they both have a bad eye on the left side. But being that they're, you know, kind of partially blind, their sense of smell and hearing is amazing. And they get along great.
Yeah, I noticed as soon as we came in here, these guys were already coming up, and they heard our voice, and they're just like right there.
Yep. So if you want, you can kind of keep tossing them little bits of crock chow. So if you guys are wondering what we're feeding them, crock chow is just dehydrated whole prey, ground up, low in fat, higher in vitamins. And if they try and climb out of the pool, that's okay. I'm not going to punish the alligators for being alligators. We just kind of reset and restart the behavior. So I'm going to give Charles the crock chow, and I'm going to get inside the pool to work with hands-on with Blizzard here.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's a big albino, and being that they're albino, we talked about earlier, they get kind of dirty. So we have to get in and clean them. So we've gone through the steps and the motions to be able to work hands-on with our big male here. So I'm going to grab his brush. Now some places to wash their albino alligators, they have to use a big broom and step far away. With Blizzard here, he's so well conditioned, we're able to just kind of get literally in the pool and scrub him. Now, his lady, she's not a big fan of the scrubbing, so that's okay. But it's all through the positive reinforcement process. So she's sitting still, she'll get some food. And he's sitting still, he gets some food.
So you're still working with her to basically get her to station and scrub down.
Yeah. She isn't a big fan of the hands-on.
She looks pretty clean.
Yeah.
I
we
mean,
really try and take good care of him here, but she isn't a big fan of the hands-on stuff. Versus he, as long as there's food involved, he's going to be way more apt to do that. Yeah, you're their best friend right now because you're giving them the food. So if you want, you can toss a piece right to Blizzard, and we'll try and show everybody how big he is.
Oh, don't bite her. No. Here.
All right.
Wow. Look how huge he is.
That's a big albino. So go ahead, give him another piece there, Charles.
We'll give him a reward so he doesn't come after you.
Exactly. And it's not even aggression. He just wants the food. He's like, yo, where's the food at? There you go. Awesome.
So, what I think is so cool is you're in here in the water with these guys.
Yep.
And you're feeding them at the same time.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So you have a food behavior going on here, but they're not coming after you for food.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is amazing. That's great training.
Yep. Yeah. So the training is all for their benefit and ours. You know, we're able to work hands-on to clean up, but also for any medical husbandry. We don't have to catch the alligator, rope them, and stuff like that. We can just literally get in the pool, give him some food, and I can get hands-on and check his feet, the palms, his pads, his claws, make sure everything's good, and then a little food goes a long way.
Now, how did you train him to do that? What are some of the steps you took to basically get him to station and be able to get in the water with this guy like this?
Gotcha. So the desensitization process, it takes time. It's little steps. So the first time, it's just getting him to come over to us, reward him with food, so it's a positive interaction. The next step is just working at the tip of the tail. When we first started this training, I was only able to pick up the very tip end of the tail just to touch it. And then through the steps, you're able to hold it. And then after that, the next session, we're able to scrub it, reward them with food the whole time. But each session is just 10 to 15 minutes because beyond that, they're going to lose perception of what you're asking them. But yeah, it's just a slow process, step by step, to work closely with a big, beautiful male albino.
Wow. How much do you think he weighs?
That's a great question. Our coworker Peter thinks he weighs a lot, but being that alligators are generally 90% bone and muscle, he's probably got a weight, honestly, getting close to maybe 280, possibly 300 pounds. I mean, the tail is half his body length and 1/3 his body weight, so even the tail alone of this alligator is massive. So here, Charles, I have you give him some more food.
All right.
Go ahead, give him a pop call. Go. And see if he'll come to you. You can also call his name.
Is he sprouting splashes?
If you say Blizzard really loud.
Blizzard!
Yeah, he should come right
Blizzard! 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 Sometimes they're different on voices too.
to you. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, there he is. There he goes. Blizzard! He's coming now.
Nice. Once he gets all the way to you, give him some food.
But his girl is coming out. His girlfriend is coming.
You can give her some food? Awesome. All right, buddy.
Whoa, look
Yeah.
at that.
He's
Look
a
at that
big boy.
Look at him. Wow.
Go ahead, give him another piece there, Charles. Here's an alligator burp. So yeah, the crotch chow is great for the training since it's so low in fat but high in vitamin and nutrient count. Great for him, and he loves it. We call him a bottomless pit though. He could eat and eat and eat, and that's probably why he got so big. And since we actually produced some albinos, these guys are going to get moved out into a new upgraded enclosure, and their babies will come into here since it's perfect setup for albino alligators.
And how old did you say he was?
So he's 20, she is 30. Yeah, so
he's 20 years old and she's 30.
Yep, he's much younger.
Blizzard! 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 Blizzard, do you want this?
Ah, here, redo. Nicely done.
Blizzard! Blizzard! Oh, you hear the tap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he responds to that.
Oh yes. Awesome. So yeah, this desensitization process, great for his husbandry, and just an amazing alligator for sure, man. You did a great job helping me feed and train him.
Very cool. All right, Blizzard and Snowflake, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Christian, thank you for telling us about this.
Absolutely,
Awesome.
man.
These guys are so cool. This is Wild, Florida. They're outside of Orlando. You guys can come here, and you guys can see these guys in person.
Yep, and if you want, you can even book an encounter and help us train them, just like Charles.
You can come here, and you can help train these guys. How
Yeah.
cool is that? Where in the world are you going to be able to train one of these guys? These guys are super rare, too.
Yeah, they say they're really, really low, just under maybe 200 in the world.
Probably only 200 in the world. And you can come here and you can meet them in Wild, Florida.
That's right.
Very cool, dude.
Yeah.